By the fourth Academy Awards, the Oscars went even bigger. Cimarron is a Western epic directed by Wesley Ruggles and starring Richard Dix and Irene Dunne. When the film was released in 1931, it was a major event. It was the most expensive film ever made by RKO Radio Pictures at the time, featuring massive sets and hundreds of extras. And despite being released during the Great Depression, it was still a big success at the box office. Critics at the time were overwhelmingly positive. Cimarron follows the life of Yancey Cravat, a pioneer involved in America's westward expansion as he and his family start a new life in Oklahoma. The film jumps across several years, showing how both he and the frontier changed over time. Now, I love Western settings, so I was interested to see what the first Oscar-winning Western would be. But Cimarron has aged poorly. The pacing is slow, and the cinematography feels just static and uninteresting. There are even long stretches where not much really happens, with the film constantly jumping forward in time, which makes it feel a bit disconnected. And like many films of this era, it also contains some very dated racial stereotypes, which are hard to ignore. That said, not everything here is bad. The film opens with a large-scale recreation of the 1889 Oklahoma land rush. It's an incredibly impressive sequence, even by modern standards, and easily the film's standout moment. The sets are very impressive, and I also found Yancey Cravat to be quite a compelling presence. He's no John Wayne, but he's charismatic and full of energy. But even with those positives, they're just not enough to outweigh the negatives. Overall, Cimarron simply isn't very memorable. It was nominated for a then record 7 Academy Awards, winning 3: Best Picture, Best Adaptation, and Best Art Direction. It was also nominated for Best Director, with Wesley Ruggles losing to Norman Taurog for Skippy. Richard Dix was nominated for Best Actor, losing to Lionel Barrymore for Free Soul. Irene Dunne was nominated for Best Actress, losing to Marie Dressler for Min and Bill. And it was also nominated for Best Cinematography, losing to Taboo. So while it didn't win everything, it was clearly the Academy's favourite that year. It's interesting how a film that was once considered super filmmaking has largely faded from memory. Cimarron is a good example of how not every Best Picture winner stands the test of time. I'd give it 2.5 stars. Not bad, but not great. If you want to see a good Western from this era, you're better off watching John Ford's Stagecoach.